Welcome students. Today we are going to study the effects of drugs on the rabbit eye. So the rabbit eye has a supply of sympathetic as well as the parasympathetic nerve. It is controlled by both the systems that is coming under the autonomic nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, and the various drugs going to affect uh, these uh, sympathetic as well as the parasympathetic systems by having their actions on these systems. So we will get the different effects by the different drugs. So for this experiment we require an animal. It is a rabbit, then apparatus like droppers, measuring scale, torch, cotton wool, and a calculator. And we are going to use the drugs like saline solution, pilocarpine solution, atropine sulfate solution, and physostigmine solution. So we are going to start with our practical, the effects of drugs on the rabbit eye. So this experiment we are performing on the XPalm software. We are going to study these effects using this software. So here we are taking the rabbit one, and it has a two eyes, so left eye and right eye. So here we are getting this kind of um, visualization, and here we can choose our drugs like epinephrine, atropine, ephedrine, physostigmine, lignocaine, saline solution. All these we can use here to instill. So what we have to do here, we have to instill the drugs one by one and observe their effects on the rabbit eye, and we have to tabulate the data and draw the conclusion and inference. So by using the left and right eye of each rabbit, we can test the different drugs effects for their reflexes, to light reflexes and touch reflexes. So that is called as the corneal reflexes. So first of all, we will start with the saline solution in the left eye. We are going to instill it now in the left eye. So here you can see we have instilled the drug. We are observing this magnification here. We are going to see this in this larger portion. So there is no change has been occur on the size of pupil. Also, when we are going to check the light reflex, when we are going to check the light reflex, we take the torch in front of the eye. You can observe here. You can observe here the change in the size of pupil. When we are forcing or torching the eye, you will see the change in the pupil size, so that pupil size get decrease. Then cotton wool, we are so the corneal reflexes are intact, so the saline solution do not have any kind of effect, so it is a saline solution. Now we are going to check the drug, that is epinephrine. So let us see the effect of epinephrine right on the right eye, because we have already studied on effect of saline on the left eye. So now we are going to study the right eye, and we are instilling the drug here. So you have seen the observation here. You can see the size of pupil is increased. The diameter of the pupil is increased. Let us see the light reflex. So you can see here, when we are torching the eye, you will see that the pupil size get constricted. So that is the light reflexes are present here. So light reflexes are not lost. So cotton, when we are pushing the cotton or touching the cotton to the cornea, it is showing its corneal reflexes also. So eyes get closed. So corneal reflexes is also present with the use of this rabbit epinephrine on this eye. Now we will change the rabbit and taking the second rabbit. So here now we will see the effect of atropine drug. So let us instill the atropine drop in left eye and let us see the effect here. The dilation of this pupil takes place. Dilation of this pupil size takes place. When we have put the drop of this atropine on the left eye of the rabbit, you have observed the dilation or increase in the diameter size of the pupil. So that is the effect of atropine. So let us see the effect of torch light on the eye. So here when we are forcing the torch, you are not getting any kind of reflexes from the pupil. Okay, so that light reflexes are also lost. Light reflexes are also lost. Let us see the corneal reflexes. So corneal reflexes are present. Corneal reflexes are present. So atropine dilates the pupil and there is a loss of light reflex and no loss of corneal reflexes that we are studying here with the help of this XPalm software. The atropine has a effect on this diameter, that dilation takes place. Let us see the ephedrine drug. Let us instill it in the right eye. So here it is instilling and let us see the effect. So again ephedrine also increases the size of the pupil, that is dilation takes place, and let us see the torch light effect. So light reflexes are still present with the use of ephedrine. So when we are using the ephedrine, the light reflexes are not lost. So ephedrine do not block the light reflexes. Let us see the corneal reflexes. Corneal reflexes are also present with the ephedrine drug. Let us take the third rabbit and let us check the other drugs like physostigmine. So physostigmine we are going to instill in the left eye. Physostigmine eye drop. So it is decreased or constriction of pupil size takes place. Constriction of pupil size takes place by the use of this physostigmine drops. So here let us see the light reflexes. So still constriction of pupil takes place, but light reflexes are still present here. So there is a change in the size or reflex is, you can see the pupil size changes when we are torching the light on the eye. So this is light reflex is present. Let us see the corneal reflexes. Corneal reflexes are also present with this physostigmine eye drop. Then let us see the lignocaine. Now lignocaine is one of the local anesthetic. So when we are instilling it in the right eye, let us see the effect. So it is not having any effect on the size of the pupil. Okay, so it is not having any effect on the size of the pupil, that is it is not changing or constructing or dilating the pupil. But let us see the effect light reflex. So light reflexes are present. Light reflexes are present. So lignocaine cannot block the light reflexes. Let us see the corneal reflexes. Now here you can see the corneal reflexes are absent and lignocaine blocks the corneal reflexes. Why? Because the lignocaine has a local anesthetic action, so it blocks the nerve conduction from here, from cornea, and there is no reflex action takes place. So corneal reflexes are blocked. So the lignocaine can be used for the local eye surgeries. So let us see how our observation table is we have to prepare. This is the observation table effects of drugs on the rabbit eye. So we have to make this observation table like this, and take the rabbit number 1, 2, 3, left eye, right eye. Then drug that we are going to administer, the saline drug, epinephrine drug. So here we have to check the right light reflexes, intraocular tension before and after, then light reflexes before and after, then cognial reflexes and pupil size. All these parameters we have to make it in the observation. So by observing this uh, video, you can make this observation table here. After making the observation table, after making the observation table, we can conclude the experiment that lignocaine has a local anesthetic action and other drugs having the different actions on our eye